Hey y'all, it's August 14th, 2015, and like you can see by the title, maybe you've seen the previous video, this is a message to my wife, my love. There's no reason to be scared of me. There really isn't. I'd like to begin this video by saying, here's the only real two options. Option one, you are pretending to be afraid of me. I'm not saying that this is what's happening, but these could be the only two options. You are pretending to be afraid of me. Number two is you are legitimately afraid of me because of a series of absurd misunderstandings. And because it could only be one of these two things, I'm going to go ahead and clear up to the best of my ability that situation so that you have no reason to be afraid of me and we can come to a resolution. That makes sense. And this, among just putting a testimonial out there, is the main purpose of this video. So let me continue about the things that were said about me in a courtroom yesterday under oath, so to speak. It was said to me that I am, or that my YouTube channel, I have to admit it's kind of flattering, is like Alex Jones. Now, when this was said, I went ahead and I looked at the judge, and just by the expression on his face, you could tell he had no clue who Alex Jones was. Alright, so saying that about a person to a person who does not know who that is really doesn't make much sense to begin with. But it was said that my YouTube channel is like Alex Jones. To that, I was very flattered, but I did have to speak up, and I did say in court, I'm nothing like Alex Jones. Like I said, you can't say more than 7 words, alright? So that's all I said, but in my head, what I'm thinking is, wow, let's be real. Here's a man who has created a multi-million-dollar uh, company that brings the news. He has a team of people who, I don't know, they release what is like 50 headlines a day. They share about like at least 50 headlines a day. I mean, that's just like clockwork all day. Me, I have trouble discussing like one headline a day. All right, there's no comparing me to Alex Jones. That is crazy preposterous. I mean, he puts in work. Let me just put it to you like that. And then, when I said I'm nothing like Alex Jones, what was said about me was that I get my ideas from Alex Jones. Now, I'm going to disprove that real easily for you as well. All right, if you find an elementary teacher who remembers me, I doubt that you will, or anyone who remembers me when I was very young, they'll attest to you that indeed I was having ideas. I was getting ideas well before I ever knew who Alex Jones was. And just to put it chronologically, I didn't know who Alex Jones was, shoot, until the late 2000s. I mean, it was well after I got out of college. So understand that I've been having ideas since I was a little tiny baby. I mean, that's just what it is. Now, if you're going to say that all who I listen to is Alex Jones and that's the only place that I get my opinions and I never differ on opinions, I do differ on opinions with Alex Jones. I don't hold that against him and say I'm never going to watch him because we differ on some opinions. And I also, as you might be able to tell, neurotically keep up with a lot of people on YouTube. A lot of people whose names aren't Alex Jones. And I like to adapt their ideas. I'm not going to get into a whole list. Here's another accusation on me. All right. Now, I'm a theorist. Why? Because I'm a human being. So sometimes we have theories about things. We try to figure out things. They start with theories. All right. So my general theory is what could have had a lot to do with my autism, my daughter's autism, is vaccines. Not to say that vaccines are bad, but when bad vaccines are given, Well, that's not good. That's what I'm saying. That's just my theory. And then when you compound the toxic food and water and air that we breathe and all that stuff, that in turn is going to develop an autism. That's my theory. Can I prove it? No, not really. But as being an amateur scientist myself, basically, this is what I pieced together. And I'm accusing no one of nothing. I never said you are the reason she's got autism. Blah blah blah. I've never said this. I never said vaccines are definitely the reason. Simply coming up with theories. This is what's here's what was said about me yesterday. First of all, I never got around to homeschooling my daughter ever. Um, my general plan was to informally teach her little things and share with her and play with her until she was 4. And then my plan was at 4 to start a formal education, like a homeschooling curriculum, which was never done because I was actually removed from the household before she turned 4. All right. But that being said, in the courtroom yesterday, I heard that it was my homeschooling techniques that I was never able to implement. That actually more than likely led to her autism. Now, the child support judge probably was not very interested in that, but at the same time, it was a lie. It was a weird type of fabrication. And here's the thing, here's how that could be easily disproven. There's a lot of, say, studies that when, uh, I don't know, say things like mercury, aluminum, when it's put into your blood, that could lead to autism. All right. Uh, just studies that say that sometimes these things can be linked. Maybe a lot of times these things can be linked. I have yet to see a study where they have shown that certain homeschooling techniques can lead to the autism of a child. Maybe I have not Googled that properly yet. I'm going to Google it after this. Has a homeschooling technique ever in history led to the autism of a child? That's what I'm meaning to find out. I don't think that that's what's happened. I really don't. Here's another thing, real quick. There was a text, and it was saved. Here's a little tip for you guys. Don't text anyone at all. Don't be careful who you talk to on the phone. And I'm talking about like all the time. And that is at the point that you might want to start getting paranoid if you have children. Because the text message was saved and used against me in a court of law in which the text message says that I can't stand when my daughter is here. Now, of course, there's a context to this. There's many different texts around this text that were not produced. Um, Basically, just to put it in short, what I was saying is that at this point, right at that point in history, I was kind of heartbroken. I was very much in a fit of depression. Although my daughter was able to see me sometimes, I found that my depression was not good. It was not productive. She would want me to do things that I honestly could not do. Not only that, uh, I had to be running around looking for work at the same time. And honestly, I did not think that the situation for her in this house at that point in time was the best situation. And so basically what I meant by that text is I can't stand when she's here, and I did elaborate on is I can't stand for her to look at me in this way because there's a weakness being shown here that I don't want my daughter to be a part of. That being said, maybe a few days, maybe a week or something like that. And a person has a tendency to get over it. They will want to see their daughter again. I did make it a point of saying I want to see my daughter many times. Didn't happen. It's been a year now, basically a year. So there's that. There's the texting issue. All right, let me get into, I guess, a couple of the biggest ones, and I'm probably gonna have to make another video, man. I'm sorry about that. But if you're staying tuned with me this whole entire time, well, thank you. I realize it might be a little bit interesting, might even be a little bit informative, might help other people out at one point. All right. It was said about me, and like I said, my YouTube channel was brought up. It's all right by me. One of my videos, you can go check it out, was that autism walks are of Satan. That was brought up to me, or it was accused of me that I accused that autism walks are of Satan. Now I'm gonna have to stand by my what I said, my opinion. I do have free speech, um, but not only that. Let me go ahead and prove it again real quick. Even though I proved it in the video, if you just go ahead and watch it. Um, this is the thing. Autism walks do not lead to the progress of the autistic community, nor do they seek to, um, I guess, lessen the maleffects of autism. They don't really do anything. An autism walk, from what I understand, is pretty much just a celebration of autism. All right, which I mean, the thing is, autistic people are people just like everybody else and stuff, and they deserve respect. But what I'm saying is that they're not gaining any benefit from these autism walks. All right, nobody's being cured, nobody's really being helped. People are just walking around saying, "Oh, this autistic child is cute. Oh, they're cute. Oh, they're cute. Look how adorable they are." Well, that's great that they're adorable to you. The thing is that they're people that they deserve respect as human beings, and if there's any way that you could help them, uh, they would probably appreciate your help, right? And the reason I say that and I brought it up in such a way is that Jesus Christ, and I know I'm going to seem like a crazy nutball to everybody. Jesus Christ uh, himself will cure your diseases. He will show you the truth and show you the light to the point where you will find the cures yourself to your own diseases, or you will find the cures for your loved ones for their diseases. So when you hold a march for people to raise money for I don't know what, and you probably make no mention to Jesus at all because that I guess is divisive. And so you don't bring that up at all. You have a rally or whatever, you're not bringing up theories as to why autism is skyrocketing. You're not presenting solutions as to how we can keep it from skyrocketing further. Well, at that point, you got to see that you're going the wrong direction. Now, what I mean to say that when I say autism walks are of Satan, basically what I'm saying is that you're going in the wrong direction. Now, I could have titled it, the video, yeah, y'all are going in the wrong direction, but I wanted to make it a little bit, I guess, more dramatic, more eye-catching by saying, because when you're going the wrong way, when you're going a way that's not successful, that is a failure, that is almost suicidal, I do have to describe it as of that being of Satan. This is my religious freedom of speech. It does not make me a terrorist. I'm really just trying to help people. I mean, who has an autism walk helped? I want testimonials. Anyways, I'm gonna have to make another video because I'm still not done. All right, so I'll be right back.